Namaste, welcome to Yoga and You. I'm Rasika Sampath. In today's practice, we're going to be looking at relieving tension from the neck and the shoulder area. So just to give you a little idea about the cervical spine itself, which we will be working on today, the cervical spine consists of C1 to C7. So the C1 connects to the skull and C7 connects to the thoracic spine, the beginning of the thoracic spine, which is on the top of your shoulders. Okay, so any sort of tension in this area can impact the neck, can impact the shoulders, it can even cause nervous pain radiating down to your arms. Okay, so the lifestyle that most of us lead these days, including the professions that most of us are into, requires us to be hunched over most of the time. Either it's a desk, it's probably our phones, which we're all into all the time. It's whether you're cooking in the kitchen, you're hunched up. So in general, even you're driving, everything, your body needs, your body is sort of hunched up all the time. So what this does is, over a period of time, if you don't move the shoulders and the neck area sufficiently, the natural curve of the cervical spine sort of flattens, and that causes all these aches and pains and tensions, and in the long run it sort of causes a lot of medical issues as well, because the cervical spine has a couple of very important functions. One is it supports the rest of your spinal cord. Okay, so it also supports the movements of your head, and it carries blood through arteries all the way to your brain. So it's very important to keep the neck area mobile and that you're able to move it around in all directions. So today's practice is going to be a great pick-me-up if you're facing any sort of tightness or stiffness in your shoulders. Of course, if you have any serious medical conditions around the cervical area, please consult with a doctor first. Apart from the physical pain, there is a mention of also stress that is caused due to a lot of responsibilities that tends to manifest around the shoulders, which is why you hear the phrase carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders, right? So apart from all these physical activities that lead to stiffness in your shoulders, it's also stress that manifests in your shoulders. So I'm sure today's practice will give you some amount of relief from any stiffness or tightness that you're feeling in this area. We'll start by taking our mat to the wall. So take yourself towards the wall or a mirror in my case. Also, before you start the practice, I also want to tell you that you can grab a strap or a belt and a couple of blocks as well for the rest of the practice. Okay, now we'll start with the wall. You're going to take an arm's distance from the wall. Okay, and from here, keep a slight gap between the feet, about hips width. Take your hands on top. We're going to focus on what we call the anterior tilt of the pelvis. So you're going to push the hips back and bring the chest towards the wall. Okay, we'll do this 5 times. Inhale to come back. Exhale and move forward. Chest to the wall, hips back. Inhale and back. That was 2. Exhale, chest to the wall. Inhale and back. 3. Exhale and forward. Inhale and back. 4. Last one. Exhale, chest to the wall. Inhale and come back. Okay, notice how you feel around the shoulders and the upper back. Now we're going to work on the front of the shoulders. Okay, so you're going to take your palm onto the wall, your right palm onto the wall, fingers pointing towards the right side. Okay, and then you're going to walk towards the left side, planting the front of your right shoulder on the wall. Okay, notice how that feels. You can intensify it by kind of moving towards, towards the left shoulder, and we'll stay here for 5. 4, notice the stretch in the right shoulder. 3, 2, and 1. Slowly release, and we'll switch sides, taking your left hand and walking towards the right side. Plant the front of your left shoulder onto the wall. Intensify as you would like and stay for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly release. Now if you've been hunching over a lot, you should feel quite nice already with these two exercises. We'll get back onto the mat now. So come down into Vajrasana or any other comfortable seated position. We need a strap for this one. What we're going to do is called shoulder flossing, and it's really great to relieve deep held tension and stress around the shoulders, around the pecs, around the upper back. Okay, so if you don't have a strap, this usually comes along with the yoga mat. If you don't have one, you can grab a dupatta, you can grab a belt, anything which sort of is what you want to make sure is that it's not elastic. We don't want something which is elastic. Okay, all right, now from here take your strap about quite wide, okay, much wider than your shoulders, and from here what you're going to do is lift the strap up, okay, and then you're going to bring it all the way back down. So I'm just showing you this now first, but what I want you to keep in mind is that throughout, when you take it back and as you bring it forward, your elbows do not bend at all. Also, what you want to keep in mind is that there's a tendency when we take this back that we tend to arch our back, especially if we don't have the flexibility in our shoulders. Our lower back tends to arch and this happens. Okay, we don't want this. You want to keep the core engaged and you want to keep the body as it is. Okay, so these are a couple of things that you need to keep in mind while doing this practice. Also, if you're not able to take the hands all the way back, you can stay up here and just pulse as much as is comfortable for you. Alright, so that's a variation for people who cannot take their hands all the way back. Okay, let's start. We're going to do 5 of this. Alright, so inhale, take the hands up. Exhale, bring it back. Inhale, lift it back up. Exhale, bring it forward. That was 1. Inhale up. Exhale, all the way back. Inhale, lift. Exhale, forward. That was 2. Now see if you can shorten the distance a little bit. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, take it back. You see, it gets a little tougher when you shorten it. Inhale, lift, don't bend the elbows. Exhale and back. That was 3. 2 more to go. Inhale, lift. Exhale and back. Inhale, lift. Exhale and front. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good job. This is a great practice. You can do it every day. It really helps alleviate a lot of tension around the shoulders. Okay, now keep your strap off to the side and we're going to come into child's pose. So go to the back of your mat, take your knees apart and fold down into child's pose. Now you don't need to go all the way down to child's pose. What we're going to do is thread the needle. This child's pose position, thread the right hand under the left and drop the right side of your head down. You can come on to your left fingertips and we'll stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. Slowly come back up and we'll repeat it on the other side. Take your left hand, thread it under your right, come on to your right fingertips and come on to the left side of your head for 5. Breathe deeply. 4. Focus on the exhales being longer than the inhales. 3, 2 and 1. All right. Slowly lift yourself back up. And now we're going to come all the way down to our belly. Okay, so drop all the way down. Now, from here, we're going to stretch the fronts of our shoulders again and also a little bit of the pecs. Okay, so you're going to take your right hand into like a Y shape, so like a 45-degree angle. And from here, you're going to roll over towards the right side of your body. Roll over towards the right side of your body, drop the head down. Bend both your knees and you'll feel an intense stretch in the right shoulder. Stay with it and breathe. We're going to take a count of 3 on the inhale and count of 5 on the exhale. We'll do 3 breaths like that. Inhale for 3, 2, 1. Exhale 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 3, 2, 1. Exhale 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One more breath. Inhale 3, 2, 1. Exhale 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great. Slowly straighten your legs. Roll back onto your belly. Be very slow about exiting these movements. Notice the blood flow onto your right shoulder. And then let's repeat on the other when you're ready. Extend your left hand out into that Y shape, similar to what you did on the other side, and roll over towards the left side of your body. Bend both your knees. And we'll stay here. Again, same thing, 3 breaths. Inhale 3, 2, 1. Exhale 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 3, 2, 1. Exhale 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One last breath. Inhale 3, 2, 1. Exhale 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly straighten both your knees. Roll onto your belly again. Notice that blood flow in the left side. You'll feel that heat. And then gently push yourself up and sit back into child's pose. Take one big breath in and a big breath out. Alright, now come up and sit in Vajrasana. If Vajrasana is not comfortable, if you have tender knees, you can sit in any other comfortable position of your choice. Okay, now we're going to practice a sort of movement which is similar to Gomukhasana. We'll ultimately land up in Gomukhasana, but until then I want you to do something which will help strengthen the shoulders a little bit more. I'll turn over so you can see what I'm doing. So you're going to take your hands out into a T and make a fist out of both your hands. Alright, take your right hand up and your left hand down. Bend both your elbows. Okay, so it's like you're coming into Gomukhasana arms, but you're not going to touch your back. Okay, your hands, both your fists will remain away from your back. And we'll stay there for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly extend your hands out again and we'll switch sides. Left hand goes up, right hand goes down. Bend both the elbows. Do not touch your back. Keep the core engaged and we'll stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, open it out again. We'll do it one more time the same way. Exhale and come into this almost Gomukhasana position. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, extend the hands out. Exhale, other side. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale and open it out, and now we'll come into Gomukhasana arms. Okay, so take your right hand up, left hand below, open your palms out. You can touch your back now and try to see if you can touch your fingers, bring your fingers together, that's great. If not, you can just hold on to your t-shirt, you can hold on to your strap, anything is fine. And we'll stay here for 5. 4, you want to think of the right elbow reaching up towards the sky, the left elbow reaching down towards the mat. And 1. Gently release the legs, the hands, and we'll switch sides. Always one side will be tighter than the other. It is this side for me. Usually my fingers don't meet. They're just about touching. So stay where you are, engage the core and stay for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And inhale, release your hands. Exhale, release your hands down all the way to the mat. Okay, so that was a great shoulder stretch again, Gomukhasana. We will counter that by taking eagle arms, Garudasana arms. Alright, so inhale, take your arms out wide And as you exhale, wrap the right hand under the left, okay, around like a snake, and bring the palms together. If this is uncomfortable, if you're not able to do this, you can hug yourself, just bring your hands onto opposite shoulder blades, all right? So wherever you are, stay there, take your elbows away from your body and stay for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale to open the arms out wide again, and exhale, switch sides. Left hand under the right, wrap it around and stay there for 5. Keep taking the elbows away from your body, so you'll feel the shoulder blades spread wide across your back. 2 and 1. Slowly open the arms out wide as you inhale and exhale to release the hands. You just roll out the shoulders now. Take your hands onto your shoulders and just roll it out front to back 3 times and back to front 3 times. 2, 3. Great. All right, now we will come into puppy pose. You can bring in your blocks here for a slightly more intense variation, okay? So for puppy pose, ideally your hands are stretched forward, your chest and chin are down, right? So you're going to lift your hips up in line with your knees, extend your hands forward. So this is where I want to use the blocks to get a little deeper into the shoulders, okay? So keep your hands on the blocks, drop your chest and your chin down towards the mat. Okay, if it's too much to bring the chin down, you can bring your forehead down. Especially those with a neck pain might find it difficult to bring the chin down. That's fine, you can bring your forehead down. Okay, keep driving the chest towards the mat. And we'll stay here and breathe deeply. Longer exhalations. 4, 3, 2 and 1. Beautiful. Slowly press down into your hands and come up. Bring your hands under your shoulders. Now we're going to repeat a similar sort of a movement, but we're going to do it only on one side at a time. Okay, so if you need to just shake the shoulders out, do so. And when you're ready, you're going to come back onto all fours. You'll extend your right hand out and bring the blade edge of your hand on the block. All right. Your left hand can be just under your left shoulder. And you're going to tilt the head. You're going to look over towards the left side and rest your head on your right bicep. Okay. So you'll put the weight down and you'll feel this really yummy stretch along the right shoulder, along the lats, all the way down to your waist. Beautiful stretch. Breathe here. Long exhalations. 4 and 5. Slowly come back up. If it's too intense with the blocks, you can remove the blocks out of the way and do it on the mat. We'll do the same on the other side. Take the left blade edge of the hand on the block and rest your head, your left side of the head on the hand. As you sink the weight down, feel that stretch on the left side. Stay for 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. Lovely. Slowly come back up. Take the blocks out of the way and lie down on your belly. Come onto your forearms for Sphinx pose. Elbows under your shoulders. Drag the elbows towards your feet. Okay? So you'll feel the stretch in all the right places there. You'll feel the slight contraction in your lower back. And we'll stay here. Open out the shoulders. 3, 2 and 1. Lovely. we've come to the end of the practice. So you can come all the way down, rest in Gomukhasana, just make a pillow out of your hands, rest your head on it, and you can stay there for as long as you like. Thank you for practicing with me today. I hope a little bit of that tension in your shoulders and your neck has been alleviated today. I'll see you on another episode on Yoga and You.